was existing in the industry before 20, 30 years, and look the changes. Almost all the sales of the flat are with full check payment. I think 90-95% of the property transaction of the flats are with check payment, and slowly it will happen, and I hope that a lot of transparency can come, provided the clearances mandate is improved and the land transaction is improved, where this cash, so-called cash component exists. Otherwise, I hope that in the coming time, a lot of transparency will come in the sector automatically.
Okay, let's get a next reaction. Okay, let's move to another thing.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Before the last speaker of the session, Mr. Baligar, CMD HUDCO, is going to speak, I quickly would like to request Mr. Jayesh from KPMG to present two books. I think they have designed it. One is Bridging the Gap in Urban Housing Shortage. That's the first book. And second, JLL report on affordable housing. Two are very important book. May I request Mr. Baligar and Amish both together jointly. I think all the panelists will also share that book and will release
Naveen
it. Right?
Raheja also is there.
Naveen ji hai? Please come.
I just came to Thursday 12:30.
Yeah. We are finishing. We are on the job. Don't worry. One more book is there.
So this is by JLL. Earlier one was KPMG.
Yeah. Earlier one was by KPMG and this one is from JLL.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Naveen ji. I think I request now Mr. Baligar to offer his presentation. He will be in brief, don't worry. He is going to sanction all the limits of the developers' demand, whatever we are going to make. I have convinced him during this session.
Mr. Sunil Mantri and friends, I'll be very, very brief. I'm very happy to release two documents today, one by KPMG, Bridging the Urban Housing Shortage in India, and the other one by JLL, Sustainable Housing for Masses. Only about 2 months ago, Government of India had brought out a report on urban housing shortage, which put it at 18.78 million. And I'm glad that KPMG is bringing out this document on how to bridge this housing shortage in India. Friends, today we are not only talking of urban housing, we also have a shortage of about 40 million houses in the rural India. So total about 60 million houses need to be provided to the people who do not have a roof over their head. We do require very innovative solutions. All our friends who spoke in the morning today as well as yesterday have elicited a large number of innovative solutions. My appeal to some of my colleagues who have come here from different state governments and also from different government organizations is that we need to learn from what is happening around the world, around the country. We need to learn from them and also replicate in different states. I'd like to briefly tell you what HUDCO has done in housing the masses. So far, HUDCO has funded 15 million houses in the country. That is 1 in 15 houses in India is funded by HUDCO. Many people may not be knowing, in the last 40 years, we have done 15 million houses. Unfortunately, in the last few years, the number of houses funded by HUDCO was coming down, but again we have picked up. Last year, we have funded about 4 lakh houses. This year, by December end, we have already done about 4 lakh houses, but we would like to cross 500,000 mark this year itself by March end. In addition to that, next year, we would like to do 1 million houses, not only by the government agencies, but also with the help of PPPs, public-private partnership. We have also started looking at the micro housing, because when you think of mass housing, we need to think of even micro housing for the poor people, maid servants, drivers, etc. Fortunately for us, again, the example is from Gujarat. SEWA has come forward to set up a micro housing finance corporation, and HUDCO's board last month has approved equity of about 10% in this micro housing finance corporation by SEWA. Would also like to fund the PPPs taken up in association with housing boards or any other corporations, or like in Gujarat, like in Rajasthan, affordable housing in partnership is picking up. I request my other colleagues from the other states to look at such housing projects through a private sector. And I assure that such private developers will also be funded by HUDCO, and at very competitive rates of interest, which you cannot imagine. If you come out, let me tell you the number. If you can really build houses for economically weaker section, HUDCO will give you loan at 8.25%. But it has to be an affordable housing in partnership with the approval of the state government and the central government. We are also looking at rental housing. Mr. Satyanarayana spoke about rental housing. We are willing to support rental housing projects also. Would also like to think in an innovative manner. We are inspired by some of the experiments of different developers in coming out with innovative solutions. We are just discussing, it's still at discussion stage, setting up of a venture capital in the habitat sector, especially by IT fellows. They are very innovative brains in India. So if any IT solution is found out, like Mr. Jay Kumar has already brought out some IT solution in habitat sector, we'd like to set up a venture capital fund in association with National Innovation Council, headed by Mr. Sam Pitroda. Day after tomorrow, that is on Monday, HUDCO is going to discuss this product of venture capital with an officer on special duty who is working in NIC. Therefore, things are brightening up even in the government. I request you to come out with many other innovative solutions. We have an open mind. I have many other ideas, but I'm told that time is limited. I'll be here for some more time to discuss with you. Thank you very much and all the best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Baligar, for concluding in a very short time. We are really grateful. Thank you. I've been told that 12:30 next session is ready, and they are going live on TV. So I'm sorry.